UFC Fight Night Moreno versus Albazi is live from Rogers Place, Edmonton, Canada, Sunday, 3rd of November at 2 a.m. South African time. I will be breaking down the main event as well as the co-main event. All of this next in Fighting with Friends. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the CPS Reports. It's your boy, Brother Guy, and I'm back with another breakdown video or preview video of the UFC Fight Night Moreno versus Albazi. I am alone today, so I'm not going to be doing the entire card. I'm only going to do the main event and co-main event because that is the two fights that we have most of our stock in. So let me do that right away. Okay, let's kick it off with the main event. Albazi, Moreno taking on Albazi in the flyweight division. It is a title eliminator. Also, very, very excited to see Brandon Moreno back. It's been a while since he fought last. But let me start with Brandon Moreno. He is currently ranked number 2 in the flyweight division. His record stands at 21 wins, 8 losses, and 2 no contests. 5 wins by KO and 11 wins by submission. Also stacking up 8 first-round finishes. A very, very fantastic boxer. He's got a 44% striking accuracy with a 47% takedown accuracy, as well as a 64% takedown defense. One of Moreno's big attributes is his significant strikes landed per minute stands at 3.87. So he's obviously throwing a much higher volume to be able to land almost 4 significant strikes per minute. He's currently on a 2-fight losing streak, losing to Brandon Royval and the current champion in Alexandre Pantoja. His opponent that he's taken on is Amir Albazi, who's currently ranked number 3 in the flyweight division. His record stands at 17 wins and 1 loss with 0 no contests. Pretty phenomenal, actually. 5 wins by KO, 9 wins by submission, and 9 first-round finishes. This dude's an absolute killer. 39% striking accuracy, not as great as Brandon Moreno's. 40% takedown defense with a 2.80 significant strikes landed per minute. He's currently undefeated in the UFC. His last fight, he beat Kai Kara-France by unanimous decision. So, as I said in the beginning, it's a title eliminator. These two guys are making it a mouth-watering fight for the UFC this weekend. I cannot wait to watch it. How do I think this fight stacks up? It's a very good stylistic matchup because obviously Amir Albazi is powerful, stocky, strong, very good wrestler, very good clinch master. Doesn't throw that much strikes, but when he does, it does land with a lot of power, a lot of venom in it. And he's a very good fighter, being able to go all rounds. He's got a very good gas tank as well. And mixing it up between strikes and defense is fantastic. I mean, if you're beating people like Kai Kara-France, I mean, it means you have to be, very, very good. I would love to have seen him fought more opponents, but obviously fighting Brandon Moreno now would be a good test for Amir Albazi to see where he stands and stacks up in the top 5 of this division. I know he's got the rank number 3 in his name, but he's only really fought one of the top 5 guys in Kai Kara-France, if you're being realistic. Brandon Moreno, on the other hand, his record speaks for itself. The resume is there. He's fought Alexandre Pantoja 3 times already. He fought twice, 3 times, one in the Ultimate Fighter, twice in the UFC. He's fought Brandon Royval twice, beaten him once, losing once. He's fought Kai Kara-France twice. He's been in there. He's fought Davison Figueiredo 4 times. So Brandon Moreno's probably got the best resume in the flyweight division to this date right now. I think Moreno's more polished. I think he's got the better attributes. I think he's the better boxer, cleaner boxer. He's a very good wrestler. He also has the stamina to go 5 rounds with ease. Obviously, being in the ring, being in the octagon with the best of the best, going 5 rounds toe to toe with all of them, kind of shows that Moreno's got the better attributes. He's got the better accolades. So it should point in his direction to get the win. But at the end of the day, he's going up against someone who I think is a very competent and powerful wrestler. And I think Amir Albazi's game plan is going to be exactly that, almost similar to what Brandon Royval has done to Moreno in his last fight. It was pretty much cutting off the octagon, keeping Brandon Moreno fighting on the back foot, and switching between takedowns and boxing, basically making Moreno fight every avenue of the fight, but pretty much on the back foot. is how I think Amir Albazi gets the job done. That doesn't mean I'm saying that Amir Albazi is going to be the one that wins. My vote's going to go to Brandon Moreno just because I think he's been in there with the who's who on a consistent basis, and that's made him more polished enough to actually win the fight. I think he gets the job done over the 5 rounds. I don't know if he actually stops Amir Albazi because he's really conditioned fantastically well, especially Brandon Moreno as well. He's also conditioned to go the 5 rounds. But I just think he's going to have the game plan to pretty much outstrike and then also defend the takedowns, keep it standing. Probably outstrike Albazi for the first 3 rounds, maybe switch to takedowns round 4, round 5, and get the job done that way. I'd be very surprised if Brandon Moreno actually knocks Albazi out. If Brandon Moreno gets the finisher, I think he gets the finish via submission. But I don't know if he knocks Albazi out in this fight. So my point, or at least my pick for this fight, is going to be Brandon Moreno over 5 rounds, getting the job done by unanimous decision, and then setting himself up to go up against. The thing about this one, the thing about this flyweight division is that Kai Cotto France, Brandon Royval, um, who else won? Obviously, now we've got these two gentlemen that's going to fight. Um, what's his name? Tetsuro Taira as well. All these guys are up there, and they all can make a very strong case. Even though Tetsuro lost, I think he can take a little bit of back step for a moment. But Brandon Moreno, Almir Albazi, Kai Cotto France, who else is Manal Cup, Steve Ersic, all these guys make a very good case to stay fighting for the top number one contender spot and possibly get a title shot. So the winner of this fight is probably going to get. I don't think the UFC is going to make Brandon Royval versus Brandon Moreno. Brandon Moreno wins here. If Amir Albazi wins, there's a very high chance he probably gets the winner between Pantoja and Asakura or Royval to make that number one contender spot like solid. I mean, Kai France makes a very good case. He just knocked out Steve Ersic. So I would love to see maybe Brandon Moreno versus. Obviously, he beat Kai France already, but it'll be a good rematch to see that fight. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about this matchup. Who do you think is going to get the job done? And also, once they get the job done, what would be the next best matchup for the winner? All right. I'm going to keep it moving nice and swiftly just because I have another recording to make after this for the One Championship. So I'm going to move it on to the co-main event, which sees Erin Blanchfield, number one contender, taking on former champion Rose Namajunas in a women's flyweight bout. This is a fantastic matchup. We've got Erin Blanchfield, who's currently ranked number 3 in the flyweight division. Record still currently stands at 12 wins, 2 losses, and 0 no contests. 2 wins by KO, 4 wins by submission, and 3 first-round finishes. She's got a 46% striking accuracy, but this is one of the best things about her. She's got an 81% takedown defense with a 5.47 significant strikes landed per minute. So she's a go-getter. I mean, Erin Blanchfield has been a go-getter in the UFC since her arrival. Last fight, she lost to Manon Fiorot in a unanimous decision, 5 rounds. And also one of her noticeable wins is beating former champion Jessica Andrade by submission in the second round. She's going up against Rose Namajunas, who everyone knows Rose Namajunas. I don't really have to go too much about the statistics because she showcased it for so long in the UFC. So this is a very, very good fight. I think they both stylistically are equal in the sense of how they both strike. I think Rose is a little bit more elusive, but she's going up against Erin, who is in your face, go getter all the time, mixes up the strikes with the takedowns. Very, very good. Very, very good. Rose is currently ranked number 5, which I find quite surprising. I mean, okay, she beat Tracy Cortez in the last fight by unanimous decision, who's also a very, very good contender in this division. I think it's safe to say that the winner of this fight pretty much sets himself up to either go for the proper number one contenders fight, or maybe even go for the title. That's the stakes that's on this fight for me. Who do I think gets the job done? Look, biased aside, both of them are coming off. Well, Rose coming off a win and Eden's coming off a loss. So Eden's gonna want to obviously get back into that win column to continuously find herself in a position where she can fight for the title. Whereas Rose Namajunas, I think is just one win away from going for another title shot. Oof. I think the one who executes the game plan the best in this fight is probably going to get the one who's probably going to get the W here. I don't see either woman knocking each other out. Maybe those can get the knockout. Both of them has it in them to win by submission for sure. I think Eden Blanchfield most likely has the better submission game, but she's gonna have to get Rose. She's gonna have to get Rose on her back to get that done, or even the Rock Rose to get that kind of. But Rose has got such a fantastic footwork game, very elusive, very difficult to keep down, very difficult to almost cut the octagon off. Because she's got such wonderful footwork, and she can fight off the back foot, front foot. She got good deep kicks, and her jab is really how she sets herself up with good combinations. Um, I'm gonna go with Rose. I think Rose is gonna game plan this fight really well because she's got a better array of striking. High kicks, low kicks, spinning kicks. She can throw a little bit more. Doesn't have the reach advantage surprisingly, but I mean it doesn't mean she doesn't have it. She's got the better leg reach, and that's one of Rose's best attributes. She's a taekwondo, but Eden's gonna try and stay in the face and almost close that gap. So it's gonna be quite difficult. But I do think that Rose's footwork is gonna be the key factor to getting a win in this fight. Let me know in the comments, ladies and gentlemen, who do you think gets the job done in this one here? But I'm gonna move on. I'm not gonna go too much in depth of this card. I don't have too much stock in any of the fighters. Derek Lewis, I don't even know who he's fighting against, but Derek Lewis is always a fun fight to watch. Mark Malone, Trevin Giles, I would love to have seen that fight a little higher up the card, just because both these gentlemen can still kind of make themselves crack top 15, top 10 of the welterweight division. So that fight does have some kind of stock on it. I don't know who wins, don't really care, but I would love to watch it. Charles Jourdain, Jack Shaw, that's going to be a good fight against Yusuf Zalal. I mean, the Moroccan guys are fantastic stand-up fighters, so that's going to be a good stand-up war. And Cody Gibson wasn't the Ultimate Fighter. Don't know who he's fighting against. But that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to close it off over there. I'd love to get your points of view in the comments. Any fighters I should look out for in this fight, please reach out in the comments for me over there. But that is my time, ladies and gentlemen. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is UFC Fight Night Moreno versus Albazi. It is going to be live from Rogers Place, Edmonton, Canada, Sunday, 3rd of November at 2 a.m. South African time. You can catch it over there. And then, you'll watch myself and the rest of the panel recapping this amazing fight card come this weekend. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, stay blessed, stay safe, and I will catch you on the next one. Cheers.